I decided that we're going to go live today. This is my first time going live, so welcome. I recently started this channel this year to share our journey with homesteading and raising our own animals and our food. So I've got some seeds I need to organize today, so I thought I would take you along. So I'm just going to pull up my feed over here. So that way I can see if there are any chats or any questions. So we shall leave that right there so we can see. That way we can see if there are any questions or chats. So anybody else get to the end of the gardening season and have all their seeds everywhere and strewn around? So that is me. I've got a basket of seeds and a bunch of seeds that all need to be organized. So I thought I would take you along. If anybody sees the live and wants to hop on, great. Otherwise, this should be in a replay available. So I guess the first thing is making a pile of these seeds and getting them organized to what they are. A little bit about myself. I really enjoy homesteading. I have had a garden for as long as I can remember. Growing up, my mother had a garden, and there's really nothing like going out and buying. There's nothing like growing your own food versus going out and buying stuff, because there's just no comparison. So I'm just gonna get these seeds organized and wait for some people to hop on. Who else grows a garden and enjoys it? And they've got too many seeds and they're disorganized. That can be a lot. This is a good time of year to go online, and lots of seed companies will be having some good sales on their 2025 seeds. If you look at a seed package, this says 12/25. This is just a sell-by date. This doesn't mean seeds expire. I'll plant this year, next year, the year after, and still get pretty good germination. So it's just a advisement. It's not a sell-by date. Seeds don't expire. Littler seeds, such as carrot seeds, their germination rate after a couple years does get less, but a bean seed, which they're bigger, will germinate for years and years and years. Don't ever throw seeds away. Plant them. They're not going to grow if you throw them away. You'll have much better luck if you plant them, and maybe some will germinate. All right, so the way I like to organize my seeds too is I purchased, I think they're for scrapbooking or photo storage. I've got these at Michael's. I've got them online. But I put what it is. So these are beets, and they fit seed packages beautifully. I like to put the date on them, so that way I know what seeds to use up first. So grab a marker. So these seeds are 2022s. I planted them this year. They grew fine. These seeds are 2021. Again, I planted them this year and they grew fine. But just for organization, when it comes to springtime and I'm just trying to get everything planted, I do like to pull from the oldest seeds before the newest ones here. So these are 2025 So this one's not marked, so I'm just going to write 25 on it. So that way I know to use up the other ones first. I actually have a couple beets seeds here, so we will get these popped in the back. All right, so this is my first time going live. So Trenzy RL says hi. Hi, thanks for jumping on the live. We're just here organizing some seeds so that way we can put them away and move on to the next thing. Also on the agenda today is planting the garlic, so we've got to get that done. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. Like I said, this is my first time going live, so brand new to me. Not really sure how it all works, but I figured today's the day. So I'm going to be planting garlic today. Do any of you plant garlic? We generally plant it. I think the advisement I looked it up recently was if in your next 10-day forecast, if it is 50 degrees or below, that's ideal because you want to get the garlic in the ground before it sprouts, but you don't necessarily want to put it in the ground too soon because then it can start growing, and essentially you just want to get it into the ground so it can start the bulbing process and do whatever it does all winter. I am terrible about pronouncing names, so I apologize in advance if I get it wrong, but Prostina says hi. Thanks for jumping on. We are currently organizing our seeds, all the ones that we have pulled out over the growing season, planted, and new ones that I bought, but just trying to get them all put away. I store them in some, goodness, what are they called? I think they're made for scrapbooking. There's some photo storage boxes. I label the top here, and then seed packages fit perfectly. If I'm going in the spring looking to plant kale, I just grab the one that says kale, head on out to the garden, plant what I need, and then it's protected. If you drop it on the ground, the seed packages aren't going to get wet. So, what are you guys up to today? It is about 45 degrees today, sun shining. So I've got to get my garlic planted. That is on the top of the agenda. But I thought I would go live with you guys today for the first time and see how it goes. All right, give me 1 second. All right. Not everybody that comes online is the most pleasant thing, so I just had to block somebody. But looks like my feed got a little bit blurry. Looks fine now. Does anybody have a favorite veggie that they grow? I don't have a favorite veggie. I think it would be hard to pick just one or two. I've got another bag here of seeds. Where do you guys get your seeds? I buy them from everywhere. I don't have a certain place that I order them from. Places that I do like are My Gardener. They have, at the end of the season, they have a lot of good sales on their seeds. I think this package might have been like $1.25, and there's 50 seeds in there. Where else do I get some? High Mowing. This is one that you can just get at your local Tractor Supply or farm store. Those are really good. And Baker Creek. They're online. They're out of Missouri. They have really nice seeds and an absolutely beautiful catalog if you order that. In the spring or early spring, late winter, when all the snow is on the ground and it's miserable and it's yucky, to open up a seed catalog and just kind of dream about what your garden's going to look like next year is kind of gets you through the rest of the season until it's planting time. So in here I've got peppers, I've got pumpkins, sunflowers, some tomatoes, artichokes. I didn't grow them this year, but I'm hoping to grow them for the first time next year. Brussels sprouts. I find people are on the fence. They either like Brussels sprouts or they just don't love Brussels sprouts. Homegrown Brussels sprouts are amazing. If you buy them from when I grew up, I had Brussels sprouts. They were in a cardboard box and they were frozen and they just didn't taste the best. But if you grow them yourself, they're much better. Just keeping an eye on the chats here. Canarmo. Again, I'm terrible with names. Canamaro. Maybe that's that. I got it. Sorry to hear about your neighbor. That's awful. Hopefully he has a quick recovery. And these are a bunch of flowers as well that I hope to grow next year. So let me keep picking away at these piles. I think carrots I had already put over here. What's everybody else up to this weekend? It's Saturday where I live. I only say that because I know, these videos can go worldwide. So some of you guys might be a day ahead. Some guys might be a day behind. If you're just popping in, I am working on organizing my seeds. And what I like to do is just write the date or the year that I purchased them. So that way I can use up the older seeds first. All right, I am missing a bin of seeds. Yes, we'll find those later. Let's just put the ones away that we already have. I'm going to continue to pick away at putting all these seeds away. I just wanted to stop in this morning and say hi. First time going live, so sometimes you gotta just go do it. And thanks for stopping in. I'm going to continue this, and then I got to go get my garlic in the ground. So thanks for stopping. Thanks for watching. And I hope you all have a great day. Bye.